Hi everyone, it's been a little while since I've done a studio vlog, but I am currently making my way back through loads of footage from the start of 2026. So I believe this was either January or February. So I am on my summer holidays and I work in education, so time has been not very easy to come by, especially because freelancing has been so busy. So I am finally getting around to editing a load of videos that I've recorded from kind of the majority of 2026 really. So at this point in the year I'd received a commission to design a tea set for a gallery in York, the Norman Rea Gallery, which is one at the University of York, and I was making a custom tea set for their exhibition, which I will show you kind of later in the video. And I'd also received a commission from a friend to make a plate for their partner, so I was also kind of working towards that at the same time. So the start of that kind of began with throwing all of the pieces, all of the different components of the tea set, and I kind of wanted to also make some kind of side plates as well if you were going to be having kind of like cake or whatever with it. So for this one I made a teapot that ended up being probably a little bit too small, probably could only realistically serve one person, alongside different cups. I think I was having a rough day throwing here. I can see a few things that went kind of wrong. I was also making some mugs for kind of other stuff, some different kind of coffee mugs, and I made sure that I was weighing things up so that I could start with the same amount of clay, so that they could be as even as possible. I believe that those were 2 coffee mugs, I'm not sure. Anyway, I came to throw the teapot, like I was saying earlier. I think this ended up being way too small for like a tea set for 2, but I needed to throw the spout as well as the lid. Again, I learned a lot from this. It was only my second ever teapot, and I know what to do next time, aka start with more clay. And then I needed to weigh up some small amounts of clay for the little cups as well. I wanted to make these kind of like little teacups, but almost like my interpretation of teacups. Oh my gosh, I've done so much throwing. Whew, I'm exhausted. I'm definitely missing those shelves right now. I really need the space, so I just had to put them on my table. But we've got teapot, milk jug, some mugs that I am not happy with. I did so many prototypes and then eventually kind of went with these. Some large plates, that's a commission plate, and these are some smaller kind of plates for the teacups that I'm going to trim and indent in. And then we've got sugar pots and a vase for a very exciting thing I have for an exhibition coming up soon. So yeah, it's been a very productive day and I am exhausted. So as with all pottery, I leave everything to dry overnight to become leather hard. So I needed to pull the handles the next day. I usually do these kind of before I start trimming, just so that they can kind of firm up just a tad. Sometimes kind of recently, not in February or January, whenever this was, I've been actually leaving things overnight to be leather hard in terms of handles, just for kind of different effect. With these ones you kind of pull them and then you attach them and then pull them a little bit more to kind of refine the shape a little bit. So this was me trimming the tea set. I just trimmed the jug and showed the handle there, and then this is the main teapot. I did kind of find trimming the lid particularly challenging. I definitely think I could have done a closed form and then maybe like taken off the lid, but sometimes it is a little bit easier to trim them separately, throw them separately and then trim them together. If there's any potters out there that make teapots and has some advice, I'd really appreciate it. I really want to get better at larger kind of forms of pottery. I think I've been restricted myself to kind of more mugs, plates, little vases, things like that, but I'm definitely kind of keen to take more of an interest in developing my skills. I know that teapots are like probably one of the hardest things in pottery, full stop. So yeah, I'd really appreciate some advice about whether you throw them kind of together, separately, what do you kind of do that makes it easier for you. So these are the little cups that I was trimming to kind of look like your traditional kind of teacup sort of shapes, and then I added the handle to those and sort of smoothed it down with a sponge, and this is me adding the handle to the other one as well. I was really kind of enjoying the process of making at this point. It was very much like a large production house. I was making lots of different components for the tea set, but it was really fun to kind of take on the challenge and to be trusted to kind of produce a cohesive set for the exhibition. So if you're kind of out there and you're looking for something custom, maybe you have an event that you're putting on, I'd really love, this is like one thing that I would absolutely love to do, I'd love to do a big batch of mugs or plates for a cafe. Definitely would love to hear it if you're kind of interested in that kind of thing. This was the sugar pot. I believe I was going to make a ceramic spoon, but I think I forgot to do that for this. And then here's the big vase that would be for the mushroom exhibition that I host every year with Studio Greenlee, and this was a piece that I was going to attach the mushrooms to the side of. So I've just finished doing lots of trimming and adding handles. These are all for the tea set. I've still got some more serving plates to do over there when I get back this afternoon. I also did my vase, which is going to have mushrooms coming out the side of for the GREAT Leeds Fungi Exhibition this year with Studio Greenlee. So I'm going to come back and hand build. But yeah, I'm happy with how it's gone. The teapot was an absolute nightmare, especially the lid. So I'm glad it's over. But yeah, only the plates left to do. And then I've also got, these are sort of the mug bases that I tried, but they're way too big in the end, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these two. These two I'm going to make into some mugs, and then this is a commission plate as well that I've got to trim later. So the next day I came back, put some Smosh on in the background. I love watching Smosh while I do pottery, oh my god. I love Smosh in general, to be honest. We went to see them in London not so long ago for their Reddit Stories Live. Anyway, that's besides the point. This is me attaching oyster mushrooms to the side of the vase. I wanted to kind of add in the gills as a little bit of extra detail to them, and kind of look like they were growing out of the vase. I was really happy with how this turned out. Actually, I've kind of since this video back in February that I took of me making this, I've kind of expanded my mushroom pottery range, but I will be editing all that footage and getting that out to you hopefully over the next couple of weeks / months as I make my way through that footage. But yeah, I was really happy with how this looked, and I also ended up making a couple of little mini mushrooms that would be displayed alongside the vase as well. But yeah, that's going to be in my next video. So I've just made these two mugs. I sort of scraped in some like little lines, which I thought could be kind of nice for coffee mugs, and added the handles. I'm really happy with these. I think they look great. Ignore the mess. But yeah, I'm done for today. I made some more mushrooms as well this evening and added the oyster mushrooms onto the vase. I'm so excited for this, and everything else has been trimmed. I've just been sort of like putting a few things back up on the wall to try and give it a bit more personality and colour. I also put my scarf over there, which I thought looked kind of cool. But yeah, need to put the shelves up. Don't know when I'm going to do it. Probably tomorrow, hopefully, when we get the screwdriver. But yeah, it looks a little bit barren in this area at the moment, but it will be full with ceramics soon. So I've just got back from picking up my biscuit pieces, and everything looks all intact from the travelling. I'm trying to think what everything is. That's my vase, I think. Oh yeah, that's one of the sort of like coffee mugs there. But yeah, I'm gonna get this all unpacked, and we still need to put the shelves up, so that's gonna be hopefully a job for this evening. Very excited to show you guys the glazing process. I'm just trying to find my teapot.
Where's my teapot? There we are, there's my teapot. It's so tiny, honestly. I should have made it like twice as big, but hey ho, it is what it is. So here's all the tea set pieces out of the bisque firing. I'm kind of deciding whether or not I should keep these 2 plates as part of the set, or whether I should just like condense and maybe just have like these kind of items. I'm kind of undecided, but I've got a lot to do. I need to sand a few things down because they're a little bit rough around the edges, like there's some little bubbles just here. So yeah, big glazing session incoming. So I finished glazing the tea set. I'm going to come back to the mushrooms another time, I think, but I have done this vase. They're going to be kind of like grey oysters. This glaze does look very different after firing. I've done the 2 kind of coffee mugs as well as the other plates. This is a mess, so I'm going to get cleaned up and get it all packaged up ready for the glaze firing tomorrow.
So I actually forgot to take any footage of me getting the pieces from the kiln, but we stopped off at a coffee shop and then drove all the way up to York with my tea set to drop it off, and here it is in the exhibition. I think the arrangement did change after this, but yeah, it was really awesome. Thanks so much to Norman Rea. And this was my finished mushroom vase. I will do a bit more detail about the exhibition in my next video, and these are the coffee mugs out the kiln. Super happy.
Ta-da! We put the shelves up yesterday, so I'm very happy. I've just put all my pieces and equipment out. Now I've got this throwing area over here. It's very messy, but we are getting there. Feeling a bit more organised. It's still a bit of a tip, and I've got this massive thing of biodegradable, what are they called? I've forgotten. Does it even say? I don't know. Pellets thingies for ordering, and it came in such a massive bag, even though it was like £10. So I've got all of that, but yeah, I've put all of the greenly stuff up as well, which I think is kind of like a cute little shrine. Yeah, we're getting there, slowly. So I've just finished glazing these mushrooms, and I started doing the plate and then realised I actually don't have any black or white underglaze, so I'm gonna get some ordered.
And once the black and the white underglaze arrived a couple of days later, shout out to Bath Potters. Honestly, it's so good at getting this delivered quickly. I then added this into the magpie design. I was working with quite fine detail, and I kind of historically used to do a lot of watercolour animals and birds, so this was really fun to kind of work with underglazes in this way. And I was super happy with how it turned out. After I did the underglaze, I added a transparent coat, and this is the finished plate. I was super happy with how it turned out, and my friend's partner was really pleased as well. Thank you so much for watching. In my next video, I'm going to go into a bit more detail about the fungi exhibition and show you the pottery I made. So thanks for watching. See you next time.